Firm A produces 30 tons of pollution. Its cost to reduce it is $100 per ton. B produces 20, cost of reducing it is $200 per ton. C produces 20, and cost of reducing is $400 per ton. So the government goes and gives 15 tradable pollution permits to A and 10 tradable pollution permits to B and C each. The question is, you allow them to trade those permits, right? What will be the total cost of pollution reduction when all is said and done?
B.
I don't remember. So let's solve. We have, let's make a table that's gonna make like. So we have A, B, and C. They're polluting. This one was 30, 20, 20. The cost of reducing it each ton is 100 for A, 200 for B, and 400 for C. And the initial amount of permits they have, so they're allocated, I forgot, 15, 10, and 10. Right, so you allow them to trade, what happens? Let's start with C. They're polluting 20 units, they have 10 permits, so basically they have to eliminate 10 units. Or they can buy some other permits from the other firms. What are they gonna do?
One permit from C and from B.
It actually doesn't matter where they buy it from, but because their cost is so high, they're basically be willing to pay up to $400 for each of them. And both of those firms are okay with selling at that price, right? So C is going to keep its 10, and they're going to get additional 10 from one of the other firms, right? Let's say from A. So they buy 10, they end up with 20 permits, and what is their, let's call this action, let's call this cost. So what do they end up spending on reduction? Zero. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's transfer those from A. Right, so A sold 10 to C. Doesn't really matter. Okay, what will B do? B have, again, they pollute 20 and they have 10 permits. Right? Their cost is pretty high, it's 200 per ton. So right now, if they don't do anything, they'll need to eliminate 10 units of pollution, right? What else can they do?
You can buy 5 permits from B.
Right, so basically what they're gonna do, since C already got the 10, because they're the highest bidder, right, they have the highest marginal cost, then the other 5 are gonna go to B. So B is gonna buy the rest of them. And they're gonna end up owning how many permits in total? 15, and that means they need to reduce pollution by 5 at the cost of 200 times 5, right? Or $1,000. And finally, what happened to A?
You have to pay 3,000.
Right. So A sold basically all of its permits, and that made sense for them to do so. So now they need to eliminate all of them. Well, sell 15. So they need to eliminate, and they are polluting 30, right? So they need to eliminate all of them. All right. So what's total cost?